I'm Chris Berman. Got a lot of games to cover. Let's get at it. In our first game this week, we had the Buccaneers edge their way to a narrow 3-point win. Roy Williams stepped it up this week and gave his team some added firepower for the win. Muhsin Muhammad pulled down 100-plus receiving yards and helped his Panthers beat the Broncos. In San Diego, right by Coronado Bay, we had the Chargers drop this one by 17. Over at the RCA Dome, we had the Colts barn burn their way to a 24-point win. In a long-standing AFC rivalry, we had the Bills pick up their third win of the season. Browns, Steelers. Third, Hines Ward came up with a big play as he was able to pull this one in. The Steelers go on to win this by the final score of 17-10. The Giants got 300-plus yards from their offense in their victory at Texas Stadium. The Packers won at home, but will take to the road next week to meet the Lions. James Thrash stepped it up this week and gave his team some added firepower for the win. Troy Brown pulled down 100-plus receiving yards and helped his Patriots beat the Dolphins. Up in the Pacific Northwest in Seattle, the city by the Sound, we had the Seahawks edge their way to a narrow 3-point win. Vikings, Texans. Jonathan Wells would certainly like to help his team get into the end zone. And he's set 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now looks to bounce outside, does so, gets a block, touchdown, 10 yards. The Texans win this one by the final score of 10-3. And in our final game, we had the 49ers come away victorious. So another week in the books here on ESPN, but what do you say we hand out a few game balls before we go? Here's my primetime players. That'll do it, sports fans. I'm Chris Berman, and thanks so much for joining us here in the Bristol studios. We'll see you next week right here on ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports.